Welcome back to another episode of Cactus Core Plays Asagao Academy. My name is Bobby.
I'm Kevandre.
And some more drama unfolded since our last recording.
Right. So, I put notes on those videos.
And we did like little disclaimers on Twitter.
Right, all that kind of shit. When we recorded the last two episodes, it was on May 9th, the day that all the Pro Jared shenanigans came out. When we recorded those, we only thought that he cheated on his wife. We did not know that he was sending dick pics and soliciting pictures of bad quality from people who are younger than 18.
16 appears to be the age that he goes for.
So that's no good.
Yeah, that's... Whew! That's super not okay.
Right. So, we now know the score.
Right.
And thus our jokes will be different.
And some more drama unfolded even yesterday.
Yes.
Where apparently Pro Jared put out a little thing saying, hey, we were part of a polyamorous relationship and she kept going even though I thought it stopped. And she says, yeah, that's not how that happened. And considering that he was sending dick pics to 16-year-olds, I'm going to take her word for it.
Regardless of that, even if it means that, okay, it's fine that he fucked Holly Conrad, which doesn't necessarily mean that.
Right.
It also, it's the other bits that's the more important ones right now.
Right. So every time we see Jared, what we're going to do is we're going to realize that we're in a high school setting, scream and run away.
Right. But we're okay with Satch fucking them.
Look, we're working with two realities here. We got to make it work somehow.
We have to save Mai.
Yes.
Because she's going to get into a situation that she doesn't want to be in.
Yeah, damn, that's a good point.
We could have saved Mai by us going for Jared.
I'm not willing to take that bullet.
No, I'm not willing to take that bullet.
As small of a bullet as it may be.
Yeah, I've seen the picture now, but all the same.
I knew you would.
Yeah.
Good times.
Anyway.
We're fucked up individuals.
That's alright.
But, what happened last time?
So the Normal Boots Club think that we stole the boots.
That's right.
And then Satch rolled up on us all smooth and kissed us in the jeans and said, hey, I'm going to find out who took those fucking boots and I'm going to clear your name.
And it was super great. And I'm super sad that Satch is no longer actually a member of Normal Boots.
He's also not part of Normal Boots anymore. Nor is Jared, obviously.
Yeah.
So the club keeps shrinking, and if they're looking for new members, I've got a prickly pear that would fit in pretty well.
We would not fit in pretty well.
I would love to be their friends.
And sit at the cool kids table?
I want to be part of the Normal Boots Club. Look, this game is more relevant than ever.
That's fair. Anyways, let's get going so that way people can stop just listening to us talk.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're here for, really.
Is it?
Yeah.
They don't want to see all the jokes we make later in the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Class that morning wasn't fun. When I first entered the room, I nodded at them, trying to declare my friendship in some way. PBG and John wouldn't even look at me. Their backs remained fully turned the entire class. But one person did look our way. Boy, did he look. Each time his gaze strayed to our side of the room, it was filled with venom.
What a dumb song.
Ultimately, neither I nor Mai could handle it. We kept our heads low and did our work. I had no idea what was Shane's deal. He was acting like we murdered a batch of baby seals and told him digestives were nasty.
Digestives?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you got me on that one.
Maybe it's a British thing.
Could be.
There was nothing we could do but wait for time to pass. When the bell for lunch finally rang, we hung back a bit and tried to decide what to do. It's not as if we can avoid the entire Cafeter. I didn't bring my lunch today. More importantly, I don't want to run away.
What the hell?
This whole thing is stupid! We've done nothing wrong! There's no real reason that people's treated like murderers are people who use adblock.
Really?
Yeah. Someone uses adblock, but I do not. Well, I do. I do use adblock, just not on YouTube, because I'm a good person. I
use adblock on YouTube, because I don't want to watch ads.
Yeah, that's why I got YouTube Premium. It's like dank shit.
And I don't watch enough YouTube to, make a difference.
I'll fucking pay for your goddamn YouTube Premium.
No, I'm good.
Look, let's just go to lunch. We'll pretend everything is normal, and if that doesn't work out, then, well, we'll see what then. Whoa, teleported.
Nice.
That was how Mai and I ended up standing in the middle of the Cafeter, our trays piled with spaghetti and cheesecake.
Okay, so Mai is clearly the best individual here.
Yeah, spaghetti and cheesecake is a quick way to Bobby's heart. If it had a side of tacos, you'd be right in there.
Yeah. For reals, yo. And
it's probably shitty cheesecake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
By your standards.
Oh, I'm sorry. So long as it's not like, this is the best cheesecake in the world, which it's not. Mine is, when it comes out right. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
Like Cheesecake Factory, because fuck them. God damn, do I hate Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, their cheesecake's like, alright.
But way too expensive. And everybody
yeah.
talks about how great it is. And I'm like,
Way
bitch,
expensive.
no, it is not.
Stupid.
I have problems.
There were seats open at the normal boots table. They hadn't bothered to block them off. As we stared doubtfully in their direction, Satch looked up. He smiled at us. It was like hearing music for the first time. In that moment, I realized we hadn't seen a friendly look all day. I began, just a little, to hope. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe they won't mind.
Oh, I think they'll mind. Let's give it a go, shall we?
We headed for the table. 1 step ahead of the bread line. 2 steps, 3 steps, 2.
You kind of...
Going to the normal booth.
Oh, yeah?
They weren't moving! We were almost to the table. It looked like... But then the body shifted. Books and feet came out of nowhere, and suddenly there weren't any free seats.
Thank you, Hana.
We stared at them, unable to believe our eyes. They looked away sheepishly. It almost seemed premeditated. I couldn't tell whether they chose to do it this way to hurt our feelings, or if they just hadn't realized we were trying to make things right.
Oh.
Sorry, Hana. It's just... We've got a lot to think about right now. Official club business, you know. I'll say Gerard.
Yeah. Gerard, by the way, started a thing donating, I think, $5,000?
Yeah, both these boys did that.
Yeah. To a fundraiser.
Yeah, mental health stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Gerard did it, and then Shane did it, so it's pretty cool. Very exciting times. Privacy would be nice.
Of course.
I turned, about to walk away, when I thought better of it. If things were going to go on like this, maybe if it was better if we just got it over with in one blow.
Oh, ho, ho.
Why keep trying if they weren't going to give us a chance?
So, does this mean we won't be able to sit with you guys anymore?
A look of alarm passed across Hatch's face. He opened his mouth to protest, but...
I think it would be best if we had some time to figure things out.
Yeah, let them figure this shit out, Hana. Don't, push it. Push it. Push it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. I hung my head. I didn't want to look at them anymore. I hung my head just as good as Sayori. Mai and I turned from the table, and as we walked away, the looks on our faces made plain what happened to the rest of the students.
I know somebody who's going to go to hell for that comment.
Is it me? Because I'm the one who would hate that comment the most out of anybody you know.
Yeah.
Thus, I'm embracing my own fear of that fucking game. Hushed whispers rippled through the cafeter. They got kicked out!
Did something happen?
Fucking, she's gonna fall on her fucking face.
What was hers? Was
I don't know. You were her, though, so I don't remember.
Yeah, I just cannot fucking remember. I knew it couldn't last.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Tora, perfect.
Yeah.
As we continued across the cafeter, something clattered to the right of us.
Oh,
A
shit.
spoon was on the table, having fallen out of Luke's mouth. Ian grimaced and looked away. Even the Hidden Block Club was aghast. Even they didn't want to have anything to do with
Wait,
us.
what is that? What?
Nintendo 101.
Oh, okay.
Or Gintendo, perhaps.
I can't figure out what the D was.
Yeah.
But that's right. That is what they say.
Yes. I frantically searched their faces, looking for some sign of warmth, but... I still don't know who Waleed is. I didn't look him up. A hand clamped around my shoulder, jostling me out of my thoughts. You call yourselves friends? Oh, you go get him, girl. Mai was yelling. She turned around and was all out yelling at the Normal Boots Club.
Yeah.
The men of Normal Boots stared at their food. I can't believe you! Any of you! I thought you were better than this! She looked directly at Jared. Her hand tightened on my arm, so much so that it hurt. I thought you were all better than this.
So did we, Mai. So did all of us.
If this is how you treat your friends, we don't want to be any part of it.
And that's why he got kicked out of Normal Boots.
Tears rolled down my face. Horrified, I reached up to wipe them away and nearly dropped my tray on the floor. I didn't want to be there anymore. Come on, Hana.
Yo, let's go, Mai.
She jerked me away from the tables, away from the whispering herds of students, away from our so-called friends. Just before we left the cafeter, May faltered. I really thought you were better than that. And we left. Without even realizing, we arrived at the classroom. Neither of us actively chose it, but it was completely empty. It would do. We automatically sat in our regular desks. I turned my chair around to face Mai, this time tilting a bit further to block the opposite side of the room from view. I was still crying. No matter how hard I tried, the tears wouldn't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. I hated it. I hated feeling so stupid and emotional. I like it when I say something, and Bobby doesn't say anything. He just turns and looks at me. I just gotta keep going on, because that's just how it do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they don't stop coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be so much better if I could be like Mai and get angry. Make it seem like it didn't affect me at all.
Gotta hit the ground running, you understand?
Yeah, but it did affect me. It really did. You know what? Those boots, all that glitters isn't gold.
That's true.
They're probably fine.
Yeah, they're probably stuff like, polished brass.
Yeah. So much so that Mai had to come to my rescue in front of everybody. At least I had her. She could have tried to distance herself from me to make herself look better, but she didn't. Where would I be without her? We ate in silence. The spaghetti I had, an American special, tasted like plastic.
Well, that's no good.
Well, that's the sign of a good American spaghetti.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta cut costs by having, half of it be the wheat, and half of it just be straws that you found. That's how you make it cheap.
Just straws?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about some of those, sour straws? Ooh, red vine spaghetti.
No.
I kind of want to make red vine spaghetti.
With regular
with
marijuana
normal,
sauce?
With normal, meat sauce and meatballs and all that stuff, but with red vines instead of...
That sounds like a disaster. I'm pretty sure the red vines would probably, melt or burn.
But how would you know?
I would know.
Would you?
Yes. It would be wrong.
What if I were to individually thread each red vine with an individual spaghetti noodle and then cook them?
I think that the hot is still going to make them melt.
No, that'd be fine.
They don't, melt at, a ridiculously high temperature.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. Mai shifted in front of me, drumming her hands against the top of her desk.
I have genius ideas, and he kicks all of them to the curb.
He says
people.
they're genius, but he looks at Travis Barker's new album, Aliens Are Ghosts, and just scoffs and says he has to murder Travis Barker.
That's true. That is exactly what I said.
That is exactly what he said. Because he knows that I'm going to hold on to that.
Yeah, forever and ever.
In fact, she wasn't eating much at all. She pushed her food around her plate, glancing up now and then to look out at the cloudy skies. Finally, she noticed me watching her.
Hana.
Thank you, Mai.
I love it when she says Hana like that.
Something about
I
the tone
can't
of her
help it.
voice worried me. I set down my fork. I have something to tell you.
Oh shit, Mai.
Please don't get mad at me or anything. I wasn't trying to keep it a secret from you. It's just...
Oh shit, Mai.
It's never gone well when I told people in the past. I didn't want that to happen here, too.
God damn it, Mai. Mai, we're friends. You've unquestionably had my back this entire time. You deserve the same in return.
I smiled at her, and she sheepishly glanced away. Yeah, well, I'm a... lesbian. She swallowed.
If you say you dye your hair, I'm okay with it.
I have kleptomania.
Yeah, I kind of fucking figured, Mai.
Everything is mine.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. A bad joke that we will act like it's good.
I stared at her, then something clicked into place.
Oh.
Despite my best efforts, my surprise slipped through. Mai stared at me, her eyes wide with an emotion I rarely saw in her, fear. I smiled again, hoping to calm her.
That wasn't so bad, was it? That's no big deal.
Isn't it?
Well, sometimes it could be a felony, depending on the amount you steal, but no, it's fine.
I was so happy when you told me you trusted that I didn't take the boots. Please believe me still. I would never take something so important, and definitely not from my friends. I mean, I have before, but I really try not to. I can't control myself, but I try not to, and I didn't this time. Please. The smile slid off my face. Kleptomania. I never heard it discussed as more than a joke, a terrible justification for something another person did. It was the compulsion to steal, wasn't it? And usually people were too ashamed to admit that they took anything. I think. So Mai wouldn't have told me this if she really took the boots. Would she? Was she just easing her conscience? That would explain why she got so defensive when I asked her whether she took them.
Hana, you need to calm the fuck down.
It would also explain why she defended me so viscerally, because she felt responsible for what I was suffering through.
Or she was just a friend.
But she wouldn't take anything from the people she cared about.
Normally.
Wait. My Turby pen. It was in her desk. I thought it was just misplaced, but she took it.
Ah, 2 and 2 coming together.
You won't tell anyone, right? Mai trusted me enough to tell me what she was dealing with, and she was my friend. She never did me any harm. Well, not intentionally. I should keep her secret on principle. Friends do that for other friends, but what if she really did take the boots? What if this was her way of asking for help? Even if she didn't, shouldn't Satch at least know about this?
I'm fairly certain everyone else knows about this.
He was investigating the situation out of the kindness of his heart. He could use all the help he could get. Wouldn't he need to know this?
Well, this is a fairly obvious answer. We're gonna keep the secret.
Alright.
Ain't no way in hell we're gonna tell on our best girl. Okay, because I ship them.
No. Mai was my friend. If she wanted to tell Satch, that was her business, not mine.
There you go. Until you have significant evidence to the contrary, don't. I won't tell anyone unless you want me to.
Hana.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Mai hurled herself around her desk and into my arms, and then we kissed.
Whoa, no problem.
No, really, thank you. I know things look bad now, but we're on each other's side. As long as we can rely on each other, nothing else matters.
Don't. I know what you're about to go into. It's not needed.
My Metallica?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Meister of puppets? Pulling the strings?
I'm gonna punch you sometime.
Enter Satchman?
Okay, that one's fine. Whatever he's into, man.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah.
You're right.
As the clock neared the end of lunch, Mai stood up and took my tray.
I don't care.
This bitch always stealing my tray. This kleptomaniac. I'll take these back. And then she just puts them in her pocket.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
No problem. She left, her footsteps a calmly measured march. She seemed to be feeling better. Maybe everything would work out? I hope so.
I hope so, too. Mai deserves all the happiness she can get.
Yeah.
And treatment to stop stealing shit.
One by one, students filtered into the classroom. I kept my eyes on my desk, running across the grooves in the worn wood. What would it feel like to run my hands across it? Just do it. I wanted to find out, but was too afraid to move.
Yeah, splinters are
Look,
a bitch, dude.
I know that Mai has kleptomania, but I think that Hana needs help more than Mai does. She freaks out about everything.
Yeah, but
It's kind of a problem.
look, if I was born with naturally pink hair and I was the only one in the world, I'd have issues too.
And thus, get help.
No.
And I don't mean throw your brother onto other people. Or mine, in this case.
What?
What? We're doing get help.
What?
Never mind, Charlie.
I don't understand that joke. Why would I throw my brother onto people? He's a felon. I wouldn't do that to other people.
Yeah, and so was Loki, and yet he got thrown at them.
Oh, okay. Now I get the
You're
joke.
a gooseberry.
Look,
I
it took a minute. Shut the fuck up.
Jesus, dicking Christ.
Look, it's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Well, you should have watched all of the movies with me with my rewatch that I did.
That was unnecessary.
It was pretty sweet. And yeah, it was pretty unnecessary for Endgame.
Yeah.
But all the same, I don't regret it. Aside from having to watch Iron Man 2 again.
Iron Man 3 was the bad one.
It was alright.
Just, Hana?
I think that they were still both my bottom 2 movies. But 3
Yeah.
definitely better than 2.
I don't know, I hated Ant-Man 2 more than any Iron Man movie.
It's not that bad. It's not good.
It was
it's not that.
It was that bad for me. You saw me twitching in the movie theater.
I did. It was really entertaining. I see. usually Bobby has those problems, and I'm really looking forward to Hobbs and Shaw for the same reason. He does that just watching the trailer. So I'm really looking forward to that.
I have a lot of problems with that trailer. We keep seeing it in every movie we go to.
It's great! But, in Ant-Man and the Wasp, he was just like, the entire time. Just like me in Rogue One.
Yeah. But Rogue One's a good movie, so...
Motherfucker. We've had this discussion ever since we started the channel.
Yeah.
Because it was Mother 3 that we talked about it on.
Yeah.
God, people are probably sick of that shit.
Hey, we can stop as soon as you admit I'm right.
I will not.
Well,
I will admit that you're right about all sorts of things, but Rogue One will never be one of them.
I don't think you've admitted I'm right about a single damn thing.
I generally say that you're right about most things. At work.
Okay, at work, that's kind of different.
I'm not even talking necessarily about work, just our discussions.
He has to get paid to say I'm right, people. This is the kind of place I live in.
Get me paid for the channel. Maybe things will change. Sponsor us. We've been getting so off track here. I flinched at the sound of my name on another student's lips. Why would anybody watch this fucking fiasco? I have no fucking idea. The heat of several pairs of eyes lay thick on my face like a ray of sunlight. Whoa. Going to school with Cyclops? I didn't want to look at them. I couldn't look at them. The grooves in my desk were really very interesting, looping and swirling around, and I found the lifeline and it was really short. If it were a canyon, I'd fly a plane through it. They probably weren't looking at me. In all likelihood, I was imagining all of this.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah! How stupid of me, as if I were the center of the world. Silly Hana. She stole, but she looks so docile.
Dot, dot, dot.
This was way too familiar. Suddenly I felt lightheaded, as if my mind was no longer tethered to my body.
Oh shit.
Instead, I was floating up along the ceiling of the room, the place people feel like they would roll their eyes in the back of their heads. I'm telling you, Hana, you need help.
Yeah, that's...
You have a problem.
Well, I like the crazy ones, so, you do you, Hana.
Yeah. A familiar scene played out before me.
Oh no.
You're so selfish. You think you're better than us?
No. Look at this girl. Who does she think she is?
Say something!
Ow.
I was cowering on the floor beside my desk. It was after school. I had come into the classroom to get a textbook I'd forgotten and run into 3 girls. 3 girls who used to be my friends. A long time ago. We used to be friends.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, which voices were we?
You were Nami.
Oh, okay. You copied off my test, didn't you?
No.
No, I didn't. Why would I? You're dumb as fuck. How did you get to be the top of the class then?
Wow.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care.
And how'd you manage to catch Nami's boyfriend, eh?
What?
You've been slipping around, haven't you?
No, I haven't. You guys know I wouldn't do that.
Liar! No wonder, too. Her mother wasn't around to teach her proper manners.
Ooh, knife
Fuck
that
this
bitch. Ha! I bet her mom taught her how to sleep around. Haven't you seen her father?
What?
Ooh. Ah!
Fucking get her, Hana. I was standing. The book I threw lay on the opposite side of the classroom, Nami having ducked to avoid it. For an instant, they looked up at me in fear. Then Melissa started laughing. Oh wow, you're right. A bastard child from a bastard family. She'll never amount to much.
Bastard in a basket. Yeah. But I feel so threatened now. I think I'll tell the principal what happened.
No, it's Principal. You stupid bitch.
Yeah.
I remember, because they said the Principal is your pal. That's
Yeah.
how you recall.
Yeah. When you go to him on matters of principle. Or
Yeah.
her. Matters
That's
of
just
principle.
going to make it way more confusing if you do that, though.
Yeah, I know. But I'm trying to think. I don't remember my principals. I only remember my high school one, and he was an asshole.
I remember all my principals.
So I ended up going to my vice principal, and she was great.
Nice.
Yeah. She hated my ass, though. Didn't care. She was awesome. No, wait. I'm sorry. Please don't. You don't mind cleaning up for us, then? ...
We couldn't clean the classroom because another student attacked us. I don't know what this voice is, but Makoto, that bitch, she deserves it.
Yeah.
And we are all such good friends. Why would we lie about this? I moved to the utility closet in the back of the room and grabbed a broom.
I once saw Hana kill 3 girls in a classroom.
Pencil!
With a pencil.
That a girl.
Guess she learned something from her mother after all.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, they're making no damn sense. Almost like they're in wee grade.
Hana, are you okay? You're shaking. I opened my mouth to respond, only for my teeth to start chattering.
That sounds like you have a problem.
Class?
Okay, class. Today we're going to...
I raised my hand.
Hana, what is it? Bathroom? Emergency. Please? Alright, but be quick about it.
I headed for the door, feeling as though I was moving through ether. And all of my PP went back up. The 3 familiar green jackets didn't move a muscle as they shut up behind me.
The fuck did you just say?
All of my PP went back up. Look, out of context, that doesn't sound great. But
Yeah, it really doesn't.
when you use an ether in Pokemon, it restores your PP.
Okay.
So it's okay.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. But only for 1 move. An elixir is needed for all 4 moves.
Okay.
I'm glad you understand what I'm going through here, trying to explain this. Why doesn't everybody think of Pokemon right away like I do? He's just looking at me. The hallway passed before me in a blur. Wasn't it like cloudy in the classroom? Now it's like bright ass blue outside?
I mean, it could be.
What is this, Hawaii?
Could be.
All I could hear was the sound of my own breathing and the blood pounding in my head.
I like the little thumps going on in the background. Good audio.
I reached the restroom. A quick glance told me it was empty. All stall doors were open. I picked one and rushed in, slamming the door closed and closing the lid off the toilet. Then I sat, pulling my knees up to my chest. Do they have lids in toilets in schools?
Some of them?
I guess.
I hate this.
Deep breaths, Hana. Deep breaths. Calm down. You're in a bathroom. You're at Asagao. Look, your uniform's different. The door's locked and no one's going to crawl under it like last time. You're safe. Calm down. Deep breaths. I want to know this story.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Jesus.
Hopefully we get to it later, or maybe they just watched the Zombieland when they were doing the dialogue for this part.
Yeah, maybe.
Or storyline for this part. And, you know, the little clown zombie going underneath the toilet. Yeah.
It turns out her last school was Danganronpa.
Yeah, creepy as fuck.
As I breathed, my eyes wandered across the sterile gray tile and thick metal walls separating the stalls. It really did look different from my old school. There wasn't even graffiti on the backs of the doors. How in the world would Terry let people know she and Bobby would be together forever now?
I've never dated anyone named Terry.
But we work with a woman named Terry. That's a strange ship, and I'm not going to ship that.
Do we work with a woman named Terry?
Yeah, downstairs.
Do we?
Yes. Not spelled like that. But yeah. Anyway, moving forward.
I don't know that person.
I giggled.
Pull yourself together, Hana. This isn't the end of the world. Sure, things are bad, but...
You're my best friend, Hana.
Thanks, Mai.
Yeah.
Your scar. That's incredible. No, the Hana I know wouldn't hurt another person.
I've already changed. But I'm still so...
Yeah, you're just so-so.
What am I even doing here? Crying in a bathroom stall because people were whispering about me?
Yeah, put on your noise-canceling headphones, Hana.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Get a hold of yourself, Hana. Grow up.
Then again, you'll never hear Miss Shizuka. I mean, you even without The headphones. Good luck. She whispers so much.
Does she?
Yeah.
Is it hard to pick up in the thing? Do I
No,
need to
it's
try?
fine. It's
Okay.
fine. It's only kind of hard sometimes when the music is up,
Okay.
but I just kind of work with it.
Do you want this to be it for the rest of your life? Every time someone is even the slightest bit mean to you, you run and hide? Hello, Mr. Ambulance Man. How are you today? I'm going to give you a second.
Yeah, he's coming for Hana.
Now. Start crying and looking for someone to take the fall in your stead? What are you doing with yourself? This won't be my future.
I unlocked and pushed open the door of the bathroom stall. My face, tear-stained and pink, stared back at me from the mirror.
I'm going to change.
Maybe it's time to change. Leave it all behind. Never been one to walk alone. Always been scared to drive. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm making sure that you're done because I know how much you love to have those musical interludes.
I do!
During
I like
these-
to torture the audience.
During these very emotional moments here. Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry.
From now on, I'm taking matters into my own hands.
At this point, we're in, episode 13 of this series. If you're not used to that by now, I don't know what you're doing watching this series.
Honestly, I don't know what you're doing watching us.
No, you should watch it, especially now. This is Asagao Academy Let's Plays post the Pro Jared shit has got to be just the most amazing thing to watch.
Yeah.
So, we are pioneers.
I
senor.
kind of want to... Once we're done with this, I'm going to go and watch the Heidi and Pro Jared play.
Mm-hmm.
And just start laughing my ass off at all the clues and hints that are dropped, knowing what we know now.
Yeah. Special guest, Holly Conrad.
I will find the boots. I'll clear my name. Fuck. Ah, need something to drink. Mine's too. And I'll find the missing books for Satch. Bah. He's been so kind to me, and I've been letting him take everything upon himself. But who does he have when things go bad? I want to be someone people can lean on. I want to be someone who can actually help other people.
I rinsed my face in the sink and dabbed it with a rough paper towel.
Don't. I swear to God. Why did you just actually dab? We don't even have a camera. You just almost smacked me in the face for something no one could see and that only you would laugh at.
I'm laughing at it. So it's fine. Look, okay. Getting off topic yet again. Do you know how many times characters dab at their eyes in Harry Potter? Ever since I had the image of Professor McGonagall just fucking dabbing every time it
that's
says
a good point. Okay.
it makes me laugh every time I'm doing the reread. Like, she just puts the handkerchief on her elbow and just... It makes me laugh every time. I want to do like an animatic for the entirety of the audiobook, but I have no skills or the patience, so I'm just putting that out there right now for you people to do it. Take everything that Stephen Fry says literal and make an animatic for the entire audiobook. Upload it to YouTube. It'll get taken down right away, but send it link to me before then so that I can download it.
I can set up a bot network to automatically re-upload it every once in a while, so it'll be great.
So it's going to work out.
Yeah. It's time that things change.
I'm not going to sing the song again.
Yeah, but you thought about it. I heard it.
I did. Changes. I walked back into the classroom, shoulders square and eyes staring straight ahead. We are a strong, independent woman who don't need no man except for Satch.
That's right. All we need is Satch. Because we're Satch girls.
Shizuka paused her lecture, waiting for me to take my seat. This time, I could see the other students' heads turning. Following my movement across the classroom, I ignored them. Fuck those bitches.
Yeah.
When I sat, Shizuka began teaching again, a slight smile on her face.
Ho ho ho, she knows what's up.
When her back was turned, Mai tapped my shoulder. Are you okay? I turned to face her.
Yeah.
Better than ever.
She smiled, but watched me for a few seconds. I tried to put as much of my resolve into my eyes as I could. That must have been some poop.
Yeah.
I could do this. Finally, she nodded and I turned to my classwork. First, I had to get through class. After that, the library.
Yes.
The library!
The best vacation ever.
I'm watching that show again. It's been
Avatar,
great.
man.
Also, Kevin Hearn is at the same time.
Which is great. Watching him tweet about it is weird.
I'm expecting him to cosplay as Iroh now.
As Iroh or as Cabbage Man? Because he's Team
He
Cabbage.
He does like Team Cabbage, but I mean, he's already basically got an Iroh cosplay going. He just needs to trim his beard a bit.
Yeah.
Be strong, Hana. I entered the library, the slightly damp smell of old books and a little sunlight tugging my clothes.
Do we want to stop here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's already a
Does
little
sunlight tug your clothes?
Yeah.
That's strong, son.
Yeah. You don't know.
It's strong, son.
You feel proud about that?
I do.
Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna call it here for this one.
Yeah.
And next time we'll look for books for Satch.
It'll be great.
Yes.
I like Satch, so I'm proud to get more of him.
Yes, he is a cool cat.
And then we're going to be getting more of him. Yes, hopefully. If I have anything to say about it.
Anyway, so let's do some shoutouts. I'm going to do a shout out first of all to Unicornism, who I believe her real name is Danielle Hargrave now. She is PBG's wife, who came up with the idea for this game, and then with a couple other people made it. So, shout outs to her. I don't think that she does a whole lot that we can really pay attention to, but she seems like a really cool cat.
What do you mean that we can pay attention to?
She's not in the public space a lot. He is, right? Or we can
Gotcha.
just watch all his shit that he does. But yeah, she seems like a really cool chick. So shout outs to Unicornism.
Yeah. So far, this is the best kind of dating sim thing that I've played ever. So
I
it's
know.
awesome.
We're probably going to do more dating sims on the channel because I think that it's one of the most fun things that we do.
Yeah.
But they're never going to match up to this.
No.
And we're not doing Doki Doki.
But we could.
No.
Alright, so my shout out is going to go towards a movie that we saw yesterday after work on its opening weekend, and that's John Wick 3 Parabellum. I love John Wick movies. I think they're some of the best action movies out there. Number one is still my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to beat it. Although now I can't unsee the CGI dog poo. But anyways, John Wick 2 I thought was really good. I'd put John Wick 3 just as good as John Wick 2.
Yeah.
For slightly different reasons.
Sure.
But yeah, it was really, really good. And the fight scenes with Halle Berry where she shows up were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the overall plot. I like the idea. I like the world building that's going on there. I'm looking forward to the show that they've said they're making.
Yes.
And just so you're aware, John Wick 3 kind of sets up for a John Wick 4 movie.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that too. I'm especially looking forward to that because at the beginning of John Wick 3 I said, I hope this happens, and they're setting up for that in John Wick 4. So I'm like, okay, that's going to be great.
Yeah, the first half of John Wick 3 was fucking incredible. And if the second half had been as good as the first half, I think it'd be better than the first movie.
Yeah. Okay.
It didn't quite stick that landing, but the first half is just perfect. Some of the best goddamn action I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah.
But that's generally true for all three of them. So,
and I'm more into action movies and all that stuff than Kevandre is. So, when the guys from the Raid showed up and they started having that fight, I'm geeking the fuck out inside.
Right.
So I really appreciated this movie.
yeah, it's real good.
There were several times that were just John Wick should have died, and man, they did that, but this is Hollywood stuntman work. Run up to him and try to put your gun in his face before pulling the trigger, rather than staying back 10 feet and just shooting him.
Right, but a lot of the time they were fighting him for the sake of fighting John Wick.
Yeah.
So that kind of explains all that. But anyway.
Which is fine.
Movie's too new for us to talk about kind of spoiler things, so.
Yeah. But not by the time this goes up.
True, that'll be next week, but.
So I dig it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. If you haven't watched John Wick movies, I'm not generally a big action person, but they're all very worth watching. I highly recommend them.
A fair warning on John Wick 1.
Yeah.
If you go to doesthedogdie.com, it's going to be on there.
Yeah.
So, warning on that one.
Yeah, I think everyone knows that one by this point, but...
You would think, but we just talked to people who haven't seen John Wick movies, so I wanted to add that disclaimer. Because if I don't, my mom will call me up and yell at me and just be like, why'd you make me watch a movie where the dog died? And then she won't talk to me for 6 months? Because that's how my mom do.
That makes sense. Alright, guys, we will see you next time.
Thanks so much, guys.
Later, players.
Bye.